though. I feel like she more of a CEO, or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's speeches. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season, and we got a good Monday nighter in store, as it'll be the Bengals of Austin taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Sink right! Silver!
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He completes it to Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. The Jaguars had a woeful 2-9 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11, 13, Luke.
Here's Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's third down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
On third down, Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at about the 14. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. ETN once more. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Lawrence will throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Lawrence. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! Joe Mixon with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6. And they give to Brown on the option. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, 47 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Jeez.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Miles Murphy in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, kill! Take right open. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. That is caught. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 95 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. T. Higgins. 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Sink right. There we go.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Lawrence. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Sink right. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
11, Agate. Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
11.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown, and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Red on red. 13, Luke.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Hey.
2nd and 10.
Big 13 heavy.
ETN up the middle. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll run with ETN. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's Brown on second down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now.
Here's a diving catch right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Burrow going to keep it running right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Screenplay. Here's ETN.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Hey, run!
And the Jaguars, first down.
Sink right!
First and 10.
Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's good.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
46-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Go, let's go!
On third down, Lawrence. He's got this complete to Ridley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they'll run with Etienne. Wow. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
12.
Burrow going to keep it running right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
4th down.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And quickly, they get to the line.
16 yards. And an Austin 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On the option left, it's Burrow. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39. And obviously that's well short of the first. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 28 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Yeah, they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 54 yards.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. First down, Austin.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 47 yards.
And the Jags are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Room here to run.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, he's seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back back to Mixon on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Gun.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11. 11 MP. 11.
Burrow will throw.
Oh, man.
Under pressure, down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.